Well, I don't know how busy it is today, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I did not bring a chair with me. I forgot to bring a chair with me. Whoops. Might move spots later along the line. I don't know. I mean, this spot is somewhat nice. It's a little smoky out today, though, so I don't know. Probably going to be out here till like 9 o'clock, around that time, till sunset. Because we still have yet the local has not gone by yet. I believe the Z runs in the evening today. I might be mistaken though. Although I think it's on Mondays and Tuesdays it runs in the evening. I'm not sure. Finna get stream sniped IRL. Oh. Yeah, let's not do that, Isaac. Well, while you're in the stream, can you at least turn your scanner on so you can let me know if something's coming? That would be most appreciated. I didn't know how No? Oh, okay. I didn't know how smoky it was going to be today. I thought the smoke was getting better, but I guess not. Looks like we got signals for eastbound. Is there an Alco ES44-2 coming? Oh, and it just upgraded. Okay. Shoot. Do I want to stay here? There's a westbound coming now. Westbound. Eastbound. I think I'm gonna move it over to the crossing. Hold on. Hold on, let me go ahead and... Hold on. Okay, well, there is an eastbound approaching. I will turn the camera back on once we get over to the other crossing. Because this spot for eastbounds is not very good, but the crossing is. Probably just stay over there. It's still technically Control Point Fox, but probably just stay over there at the crossing. You get better shots anyway. And there's the horn over there. So. Considering the time, might be the Z if it's running during the day today, and not stupid early in the morning. Okay, Black Hat Road crossing. Oh, I hear it coming. Now we gotta figure out what shot to get. I think we're just gonna set it up right here. Sounds like it's just outside the yard. This way. Oh, that's not a good shot. Ah! Technical difficulties. Hold on. There we go. Okay, well, I heard the horn, so it's nearby. It's almost here. No, there's a GE SD90 Mac-9 coming just past nearby. Like DeviantArt ass trains. Oh my gosh. It's my personal creation. It's probably just I'm gonna guess it right now. This is probably gonna be a soda ash. I'm just gonna put in the guess right now. Okay, well, it sounds like it's at one of the crossings further down the line now because I can hear it. It's a Jibo. I know that for sure. I'm still locking in my bet that it's a soda ash. I don't come down to this crossing that often. I really should start coming down here more. It's got some nice shots, honestly. Both eastbound and westbound. Preferably right now westbound because the sun would be at your back for westbound, but for eastbound you're looking into the sun. Well, not directly into the sun, but nearly into the sun. Do I have enough battery life for this? Oh, jeez, I don't know. I didn't realize I didn't charge my phone. It's at 30% right now. I might just have to do this until I hit like 15% and then just film the rest of the trains. Then again, I can always just try this again tomorrow and, actually charge my phone and then be out here for like the entire evening. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'm gonna do this again tomorrow. Just not really sure how, or maybe I'll do it. I'll probably do it in the morning, honestly. 7 a.m. something, sunrise. Don't see it yet, but it sounds like it's getting pretty close. I'm gonna see the headlights any second now. Sounds like it's getting. Oh, there it is. Oh, nope. Doesn't look like a soda ash. Looks like it's a manifest. See a lot of center beams up front. Or maybe I'm wrong, and maybe those are hoppers, and I'm just stupid. But those look from a distance like center beams, so we'll see. Oh yeah, no, it's a manifest. That last unit was stupid clean. HKPC sitting around on the border. Was that what this train was? MHKPC? Or was that something else? How you doing? Hey, how's it going, man? This was the train. Oh, okay. They The crew had to evacuate and abandon the train due to a fire. Dumped a unit in Nampa, not much else. Is the unit like, wait, what? Like a unit was on fire, or was it because of the wildfires? Wildfire got all around the track. Fire truck picked them up. Oh, wow. I guess that explains all the smoke if the fires are getting out of control again. I mean, just yesterday or the other day when I was out, the smoke was, there's like barely anything. It just looked normal in the skies. And now, coming out today, it's stupid smoky outside. Fire is getting close to Weezer. Yeah, the fires are getting out of control. They gotta get these things taken care of ASAP. They're getting bad. I mean, the air quality is just fucking abysmal right now. It's terrible, and it's only gonna be getting worse and worse. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'll get the scanner now. Then. All right. I'm assuming next train will probably be the local, considering what time it is. It's 7:30. Hopefully, well, you know, I'm just gonna move the camera to the other side just in case. Well, from here, I can't see the signal, so I don't know if I wouldn't know if anything's coming or not. I would just have to rely on the sound of the trains. But hopefully my battery lasts until at least the local gets here. I would like to see the local. My battery's at 27% right now. If worst comes to worst, I can just turn my car around, face the tracks, and then just plug my phone in and just keep the live going and plugged in. But if not, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if my battery's gonna last. I know for a fact I'm gonna do this again tomorrow. I'm gonna do a stream in the morning at 7 o'clock, around 7 o'clock Mountain Time. I'm gonna do it in downtown Kuna next time though, over at one of the private road crossings by Swan Falls, I think. There was somebody when that train passed, when they drove past, there was somebody screaming out their window because I'm assuming it's probably one of those dipshits from Kuna High that used to mock me for the train. But I mean, yeah, this is a pretty decent spot. I'll message trains updates on Discord. I can't look on Discord on here because if I do this, if I like leave the stream, the the stupid things like it pauses or whatever, just lags or whatever, and it doesn't show anything unless I'm actually on the stream page. It's stupid. Um, I mean, that's why I want to get a second device. I want to get like, keep this one for filming and then just get another one for Discord, honestly. Make it so much easier, but I'm stuck with one phone right now. I don't know what happened to my other one, but pretty sure even if I tried messaging on that thing, it wouldn't work because it's not connected to the internet. They disconnected it when I got this one. Oh shit, I forgot I was gonna go through the car wash on the way home from the airport today. Oh well. If my phone ends up getting to a battery percentage where I just, have to end the stream and, just call it a night, I'm just unfortunately gonna have to. But like I said, I'm gonna do this again tomorrow in the morning instead of in the evening. Probably do it for a couple hours and then see what else I'm gonna do during the day. But currently my battery sits at about it's at 26%, so that should probably last me um another 45 minutes to an hour most likely. I mean, I started out and my phone was at 40%, and we've already done about half an hour, and it's already down to 26, so yikes. I guess keep in mind, just charge my phone for tonight so I have a full battery tomorrow. I gotta get one of those wireless charger bricks. I'll just see if we already have one. I can just bring it with me tomorrow in case I need it. Check, see what Oh, has my... Wait. Oh, my mic has been off this whole time. Oops. My mic has been off this whole time. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. Um... Now the real question is, do I go back over to Fox where the signals are, or do I just sit here and wait? I don't know. I did not know that my mic was off, so if I had been saying anything this time since I left YouTube to check Discord and then came back, I guess. Oh man. Anyway, what I had said was, I'm surprised I haven't seen. There's this person that's been commenting on my channel a lot recently. I don't remember what his channel name is, but he films trains over in the Kuna area too, and around here in Nampa, and I had no idea, and I'm surprised that I haven't seen him yet in the chat. He commented on in the last live stream I did, but I'm surprised I haven't seen him yet in here. Let's see what I'm sitting at battery percentage wise. Oh gosh, almost 22%, or yeah, 22%. Ugh, it's going down pretty quick. This would be a lot easier to do with higher battery. That's why I'm doing it again tomorrow. No, not Orange Heart. I know him. I have him friended on Discord. Radio is messed up due to the smoke. Almost nothing is coming through. And for the stream, you mentioned tomorrow. I'll give a heads up tomorrow as I'm going to Nampa. Alright, thanks, Isaac. Yeah, no, Orange Heart, I know him. He's a pretty nice, or I don't know if they go by he or she. Orange Heart, if you're watching, I'm sorry if I just misgendered you. Yeah, I know them I know them pretty well. Yeah, Jessica. Yeah, I know Jessica. They're nice. But no, it's somebody different. I think they only have like 20 subscribers at the moment. The sniper. Oh yeah, Jessica got me when the nuclear train went by. She got me in 2 of her pictures. But oh well. It's kind of what happens if you're, at a small little countryside crossing where there's not many good places to get shots unless you're in each other's shots. I ended up having to, for the nuclear train, I had to go to the other side of the canal and get it over there because I didn't want to be in Jessica's shot, and Jessica didn't want to be in my shot, even though I ended up accidentally getting her in my video when I zoomed out. But yeah, I had to cross the bridge and just, like, hurry my ass across the bridge and then made it to the other side. And it was a pretty decent shot, but I don't really think I'm going to do that again, because technically that's trespassing, but whatever. But yeah. Hello. The local typically goes through Kuna around 8 o'clock from what I've seen. On average around 8 o'clock, and that's in, like 20 minutes, so we'll see if my battery lasts that long. I've got 20% right now, so hopefully my battery lasts that long. But I don't know what power the locals got. They vary the power a lot. Recently, though, I haven't seen many SD40Ns on the local. Just the SD70s and occasionally the SD60s. But what I would love to see happen again is the SD60 Duo. I've seen the night that 1996 came through as a mid DPU I think it was a couple months ago at this point. An intermodal train got held up in Kuna and was doing 10 miles an hour through the entire thing. And they got held up by the local. It had 2155 and 2239 on it. It was pretty cool. I've seen an SD60 go. Nice. I've only ever seen that happen. Gosh, I want to say either once or twice. I honestly don't remember. I think it was once on LCA 58. Oh no. I know a couple days ago when I was in Caldwell, the local had, it was all flat radiator locomotives. They had an SD70M in the flag scheme leading, 2155 in reverse, like, you know, facing backwards in the consist, and then another SD70M facing backwards as well. So it was SD70, SD60, SD70. And it didn't have that many cars either. I don't know why they added so much power on that thing. 58 is the westbound now. I don't know. I think 58 is the one that goes through Kuna, or not through Kuna, through Caldwell, and I think LCA 44 is the one that goes through Kuna. I'm not sure. Because 58 is the one that goes through Caldwell, I think. And serves, you know, all the way to Ontario, I think. I don't know. I don't know the local tags in here. I do know recently, I think they got rid of iTag 4 and they replaced it with iSeg 4. Oh, both 44 and 58 go through Como. Somebody is highballing through a Waihi. Okay, that's most likely the train that we saw earlier then. If they're, wow, yeah, they picked up speed pretty quick, but yeah, that was, what, like 20 minutes ago, so, or no, not 20, like 10 minutes ago, so, honestly, I'd say that's probably the train that went through here. That's in Owyhee, unless we're going to get lucky and we're going to get another thing. But most likely that's just the eastbound that we saw, the HK. I thought my phone would last longer, but wow. I guess this is a very good learning experience for tomorrow. Just, you know, charge your phone till full and then it'll last a lot longer than at 40%. I mean, it'll go down really fast and then, I don't know, I'll just have to bring a charger with me tomorrow. I did bring a charger with me today. I didn't know radio is buggy, but I heard 44 and main to go. 44, that's most likely the local then. You know what would be fantastic, but incredibly illogical to do? If they double tracked this all the way to like Owyhee, it would make things so much easier. Or no, if they double tracked it like all the way to Orchard, like that would make things so much fucking easier. But what they would have to do is, you know, make a whole new bridge over at Fox and, like, you know, and other places too. They'd have to make new bridges. They'd have to get rid of a bunch of switches and have to build a lot of crossovers. But that would make things a lot nice. You could get, honestly, you could probably get rolling meets because it would be double track all the way from Nampa to Orchard. You could probably get rolling meets. That would be, I mean, I've seen rolling meets before. I've only seen one, I think, and it was over in Kuna when some westbound manifest was going super slow in the siding, and it was like a very short one, and it was meeting an eastbound, and they met over here. I mean, no, wait, hold on. I've seen a rolling meet over here before. There was an interroll with a repaint AC44, and then it was the train that had 1983 trailing second, and they basically almost perfectly met at this little private road crossing further down the line. So, I think those are the only two times I've ever seen that, though. But that would make it so much cooler, because you could get a lot of rolling meets if you did that, but it's also highly illogical. Maybe if I turn battery saver on, that might help, because my phone's already at 17%, so power saving. That should hopefully last it a little bit longer, hopefully. Honestly, like when you said something's highballing through a Waihi, I'm probably thinking it's probably that freaking manifest HKPC that we saw going by. So it's probably what that was. Unless it's the local and they're done already and they're just, trying to get their ass to Nampa. But if that was the case, then they would probably have stuck the HK in the siding and then let the local go by first, because, they could always just put it in the Kuna siding, but I don't know if that siding is long enough for that. And the next really long siding, I think, is either Waihi or Orchard. I'm gonna go back down to Orchard sometime. It's been a while since I've been over there. I think the last time I was in Orchard was the the day before 1982 came by, trailing solo at the rear of a grainer. And that was, I want to say April, I think. It's been a hot minute since I've been to Orchard. I haven't seen any of the firefighting planes yet, which is surprising considering the amount of smoke in the air. Unless they're all already over there. Oh man, my battery's still going down pretty fast, even with power saving on. It's at 16% now, so I guess I gotta keep in mind, just, yeah, sunset is pretty good. I like the morning time, honestly. The sun is on the opposite side, so it looks good for eastbounds, but not that good for westbounds, but, or wait, no, hold on. Is the sun on the opposite side of the tracks of this, or I don't know. I don't remember. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I'm gonna be waking myself up at. Oh, yep, my battery just went down to 15. Oh shoot. Are there rushes of trains? Well, from what I've seen, evening and morning typically is the best time to go out because that's usually when it's busiest. There's a lot of downtime in the afternoons, honestly. Then again, I guess it really depends on what day it is. Sundays, I rarely ever go out on Sunday. Yeah, 2 to 5 a.m. has the most trains, which is unfortunate because it's dark outside. But yeah, Sundays, just avoid going out trackside altogether unless there's something, cool coming, like on a Sunday, like, oh, so-and-so, like, oh, let's say frickin' UP 1995 is coming through on the HKPC on Sunday, I don't know. But other than that, like, if you don't know if anything cool is coming, don't go out on Sundays. It's terrible. It is very, very, very dead on Sundays. I rarely go out on Sundays anymore, unless, I'm just extremely bored or I know something's coming. What is a good day? What I've seen, Fridays and Saturdays and sometimes Tuesdays are the busiest. Kind of really depends, I guess, you know. Tuesdays are pretty busy, but yeah, Saturday and Sunday, or not Sunday, Saturday and Friday and Saturday typically are, from what I've seen, the busiest. Wednesdays are hit or miss. Thursdays are sometimes kind of busy. Mondays are, again, hit or miss. And then Sundays are just awful. But best days to go out, I'd say probably either Tuesdays or Fridays and Saturdays. I mean, the other day, I don't remember what day it was, but I was out in the evening from like 7 o'clock to like 9:30, and I saw like 5 trains. It was pretty crazy. Busiest day I've ever seen. I think me and Tyler saw in a span of, I want to say 3.5, 4 hours. We saw like 12 trains. It was during the BNSF reroutes, and yet only one of those trains was a BNSF reroute. It was a Grainer, and only one of the like 12 trains we saw that day was a BNSF, and then all the others were UP. It was just incredibly busy that day for some reason. It seems like as of recent years, it's gotten a lot less busy than it used to. Cause I remember back when Tyler was still here, back in like 2022, 2023, it was incredibly busy. Yeah, dispatch there. It really depends on how nice they're feeling that day. Yeah, that too, but another key factor of probably why it's not been super busy recently is also because of the wildfires. Because the Nampa sub goes, or the, no, the Nampa sub ends in Nampa, so it'd be the Huntington. The Huntington sub goes almost directly through where the fires are right now. It's pretty bad. And so I'm assuming a lot of trains have been rerouted. Any trains yet? Yeah, there was one earlier. I'm the HKPC manifest. That's the only one we've seen, but I don't know how much longer the stream's gonna be able to go for, because my phone is getting dangerously low on battery. So I think by the time it gets down to like 5%, I'm just gonna have to end the stream and then do another one tomorrow morning. I'm hearing some loud bangs in the distance. I don't know what that is. Well, then again, I am in Idaho, so it's probably guns. This is a very, I think it's an open carry state, or I don't know what it's called. You're allowed to have guns, definitely. You can't like talk to more than 3 people in this state without running into somebody who's carrying a gun. It's crazy. There's a lot of people with guns here, but it's the wonders of living here, I guess, you know. Honestly though, if I could live on any kind of subdivision, I would probably want to have something like a Canadian National subdivision. Canadian National has so much cooler trains than what we get through here. You need to defend yourself. That's right. More guns equals more defense. More defense equals more being safe, I guess. I mean, we have a neighbor that has like an entire artillery. It's freaking crazy. They have all sorts. They are some of the coolest people we've ever met. They've got, they are the wrong, they are the wrong people that you would want to, you know, burglarize. They have a lot of firepower. But they are pretty nice people. They had a shit ton of fireworks on 4th of July. It was freaking crazy. It was like having your own version of the Disneyland fireworks show. It was freaking crazy. They had so many. It was going on for like 3 hours or more, almost like 4 hours. It was freaking crazy. They had so many. Yeah, I heard about that. There was an active shooter recently. There's been a lot of those recently, which is why I a lot of the time like to railfan at, you know, private railroad crossings. I mean, there's one just outside Mora, further down the line by the one of the canals, and I had no idea it even existed. And the owners of the place drove by Mora when I was out there once, and they said, "Hey, we have a private road crossing that, you know, nobody ever films at. If you wanna film there." I'm like, "All right, sure." And so, lo and behold, there was a little railroad crossing. I mean, to get there, the easiest way to get there is, you know, if they're out, I can ask them if it's okay if I drive up on their property to go over there. But another good way is over at the Locust Grove crossing. There's a little dirt road that connects to, where is that? A little bit further down the line. I want to say probably, 4-ish miles out of Kuna. It's just Mora. And over by the Locust Grove Railroad crossing, there is a little dirt path that brings you right to it. I mean, it's a very bumpy dirt road, but it brings you right to it, and it's honestly not that bad of a shot. But it's not very, you know, easy to get to, I guess. I mean, from the crossing, I mean, I'm from, yeah, it's literally, if you just go into satellite view and you just go along if you go along the tracks, you will eventually see a crossing block. It's not like, you know, gates and bells and lights and everything. It's just a wood plank in the middle with like 2 concrete slabs that are angled down to get cars over it, and it's just 2 crossbucks, just like Mora. And I had no idea it even exists, and you can still see the signals very clearly from it, and it's honestly not that bad of a shot. That's where there was a high and wide a couple days ago. At least I think it's what it was. It was 5 flat cars with 2 of them being the big depressed flat cars with like 6 axles, and they were both carrying big ass generators. And I had no idea that was even coming, so that was pretty cool. Catching that by surprise. And then the Z went by with a flagless ace on point. There's a wasp that has just decided to land on my tripod, so that's fun. Oh, there it is. That's depressing. Yeah. I mean, if you have a car that has high ground clearance, kind of like what I have, it's okay to get to. But if you have something like, you know, like a lowered car, or if you have like, I don't know, like a Nissan or something, I don't know. Unless it's like, you know, an off-road car. I mean, unless you have something with, you know, high ground clearance, it would be a pain in the balls to get to. But it's with the, you know, like an SUV or like a, I don't know, like something with high ground clearance, it's relatively easy. What's the rarest cars you've seen? Like, cars. probably the rarest rail cars I've seen. Probably on that BNSF nuclear train that went by, the nuclear waste flask cars, and they had that big old DODX caboose on it. That's probably it. Right there with the big old depressed flat cars with like three axles on each side. The last, like, 2 BNSF nuke trains that went by before the one this year, I missed, and they both were pretty darn cool. The last one, I think it was last year, had 2 H2-9s leading, and my buddy up in Nampa got it. And then the one before that, when Tyler was still here, I think it was a BNSF Gevo leading with a Montana Railink Ace trailing second. It's the one with the 2 horns, the Australian one, and it was in the fog. The air condition, or the environment that the last trains have been in, for the nuclear trains were crazy. I mean, the one with the Montana Railink Ace was in extreme fog with, like, barely any visibility. It was terrible. And then the next one, it was somewhat normally. Eastbound doing 65 through Baker. Oh, well, that's not going to be here for quite a while. Yeah, Baker, that's like that's like 4 hours away by rail. I think at least maybe like 3.5, 2 hours. I don't know. My phone's not gonna last till then. But and then the most recent one, which I saw with Jessica, was in the literal orangish yellow sky with all the smoke. It was so bad that I'm surprised I stayed out as long as I did yesterday, that day. I cannot imagine the amount of cancer I must have been breathing in. It was bad. It was really bad. The air quality was absolutely terrible. I think we were actually, Idaho was rated worst air quality on the entire planet that day, I think, actually, which is surprising that our state, it was ranked worst air quality on the entire planet. The NSF should purchase some MRL locomotives, and oh yeah, one of my the CPKC Tier 4. It's gonna be really cool seeing other railroads, other than just Union Pacific, using the Tier 4 Aces. I think the CPKC scheme will look, all right on the Tier 4 Aces, but it's just gonna be really. I just hope that they have better horns than the stupid K5LAs that the UP ones have. Like, something better than the ones that they have on these, because the ones that they put on the Tier 4 Aces here, they just don't sound that good. But, I mean, like, if I'm being totally honest, I am not a big fan of the Tier 4 Aces. I don't really like them. They just look so ugly. But it's going to be cool seeing another railroad using them. There's now there is? There's a defect detector in Caldwell now. Ooh, that's good. It'll be better than just the one that we have over past Kuna. Hotshot doing 40 through blank. Oh, must be. To my knowledge, has not been activated yet. Oh. Rats. that a carbon fiber? Oh no, I thought that was a carbon fiber hood on a freaking Kia Soul that just went by. That would be stupid. I think the only car that. Oh yeah, duh, that's right. CSX had Tier 4 aces. I forgot about that. I say had. They don't anymore. But honestly, I'm excited to see when Division Point releases the HO scale ace Tier 4 aces. Obviously, I'm not gonna get one because they're made of brass, and I mean I don't have anything in brass yet. That would be cool to have, but also they're incredibly expensive. I mean, Division Point, like for just any of their aces, it's like $1,000 per ace. It's freaking unbelievable how expensive they are. And when you could just go to Athern and get a plastic ace for like $200 compared to $1,000 for one that's just made of brass. It's freaking stupid. And I mean, sure, they're like, collector's items like the Overland aces, where I don't think Overland makes them anymore. That's why they're so fucking expensive. Um, but I mean, I did see something on eBay recently that I really want to get. It's an Overland chassis system SD50. I don't know if it's still available, but it's just straight DC, made of brass. Looks really nice. I'm tempted to get it, but it's like $230. So I'm like, ugh, it's expensive. It would look really good with my with my Scale Trains chassis ET44. I still don't know why I got that. I'm glad that I did though. It looks really cool. Let's see. What am I sitting at battery percentage wise? 7%. Oh no. I don't know if it would work if I were to plug in my phone with my car and just keep the live going. No. I think once it hits like 5%, I'm just gonna have to call it quits and then do this again tomorrow morning. I thought that it would last a lot longer, but I did not know that YouTube streaming on mobile drains battery a lot, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it again tomorrow, so. What's most likely gonna happen as I'm leaving here is the local's gonna be going through Kuna or something. I honestly don't know. They're probably still at that industry over in by Hawaii. They probably haven't even left yet. Over past Mora. Uh-oh. Battery power 5%. Oh no. Oh, it's so dark. There we go. Well, yeah, my phone's literally about to die, so I'm gonna. Oh, wait, hold on, wrong side. I'm gonna call it a night, I guess, and then just do this again tomorrow morning, because I don't really feel like doing actual rail fanning. I forgot how much how fun these are to do. So, yeah, like 7 o'clock tomorrow, I guess. So, I'm gonna plug my phone in now. Goodbye, everybody.